Well, we are looking much better. I know a lot of people locally do have storm anxiety, especially into the overnight hours. So hopefully I can relieve at least a little bit of that. Live look at radar right now, tracking a couple of those showers, especially just east of our region. A lot of this, though, just ground clutter from the actual radar itself. So not seeing any active warnings. So it was a very busy day. So it's a very nice sight to see. As far as the severe thunderstorm watch goes, it was in effect for everyone, but now we're just kind of tracking that for Henry County over down in Tennessee, and that goes at least until midnight. But everyone else, it went ahead, expired early, so that's some good news. I think we can rest easy. Storm reports from earlier today, you can tell exactly where that strongest line of storms swept through the region. So Cape Girardeau County over to Wayne to Butler County saw a couple of those storm reports earlier of wind and hail, and then parts of western Kentucky, same thing. We were seeing reports out of wind and hail. Largest hail I saw reports of was about an inch and a half or so. Some ping pong ball sized hail over into Kentucky as well. A lot of trees down, power outages. So of course, if you are seeing a power outage, still a concern into the overnight hours, but not seeing any more active threats, at least right now on the board. So good news, no watches and no warnings, at least for most of us, with the exception of Henry County there in western Tennessee. Live look across the region, it is much calmer now. We're tracking those 70s across the board, mid 70s for Sparta and Carbondale, 77 in Perryville, low 70s for Poplar Bluff, but not seeing any rain right now. No activity, no more lightning. We saw a lot of lightning earlier, so rest easy tonight. The next couple of hours will fall into those mid 60s. Waking up tomorrow morning, it should feel pretty good with those mid 60s. A couple of clouds begin pushing in and staying in ahead of our next system. So maybe a few of those isolated stray showers tonight, but they shouldn't be severe. Partly cloudy skies, of course, do stay with us into Tuesdays. Tomorrow we have that next round for some storms, but our concern switches more from those heavy let's say winds, those strong winds, some of that large hail, over to more flash flooding concerns. And then in the midweek, it's going to get much warmer. That heat really cranks up and the humidity comes right along with it. As far as what we're tracking right now, really not much. That front still just stalling to our north. We see a couple of isolated stray showers in the first half of the day, but the bulk of that storm coming right before lunchtime. So seeing it move through, this is right at noon. So really getting that bit of a bow on there could mean some very strong winds on the front end of that. We've got the darker colors on radar indicating the possibility for some large hail, and then of course some very heavy rain. Heavy rain is going to be the big thing as this does push through, and it moves through fairly quickly by mid-afternoon, early evening, kind of out of here, but still a couple of those stray showers lingering for the evening. Temperatures somewhere in the upper 80s for tomorrow's high. So really got to be weather aware again tomorrow in the middle of the day. We're tracking, of course, that slight 2 out of 5 risk again, but it's more so just for southern Illinois and a small portion of SEMO, or I should say southeastern Missouri, and then we've got that marginal 1 out of 5 for the surrounding area. So got to stay weather aware again tomorrow, and then also that flash flooding risk is really going to be a big concern. So high risk, at least for parts of southern Illinois, extended from Jefferson County down to Jackson County, and then clipping a small portion of western Kentucky there. So over the next 48 hours, tracking a decent amount of rain, especially for our eastern counties. There are 3 inches possible, but when we get those higher, very local isolated amounts, we could even see 5 inches of rain tomorrow. Rain chances stay with us into Wednesday and Thursday. We have some dry time Friday and Saturday. Rain chance comes right back late Sunday. So Storm Track 3 app, of course, came in very handy today. We all had that watch in place, and we had a lot of warnings on the board. So in case that happens again tomorrow, and I think we could see a couple of flash flood warnings that will come in very handy. Scattered storms stay with us into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We even do have that SBC outlook already for Wednesday. So got to stay weather aware at least the next couple of days. Staying dry for Friday and Saturday. Chance for some late storms late Sunday, early Monday, but it's really going to be really warm Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the mid-90s.
Ooh, yeah, no kidding. Warm is one way to put it.
This hot is another way.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. All of those are good. All right, thank you,
Thanks,
Katie.
Katie.